I'm very happy to have the opportunity to work with Tokyo's Metropolitan Symphony Orchestra. Wonderful orchestra, really virtuosistic musicians who play so beautifully, who know the music so well and are so involved and passionate about music making. And especially with this program that has Rachmaninoff Symphony No. 1. The symphony Rachmaninoff wrote when he was very young. And when it was first performed, it did not go very well because the conductor, Glazunov, showed up to the concert drunk and he didn't like Rachmaninoff so much. So after the first performance, this symphony was forgotten for many and many years. But many years later, the parts were recovered from the symphony. Unfortunately, Rachmaninoff never heard it again. But it's really one of the greatest symphonies of the 20th century. He wrote 3 symphonies, and this is the first one. And this is the most dramatic one of all the 3 symphonies, with very Russian characteristics of Russian rhythms and Russian dance. You know, many times you often hear like a balalaika style dances in the symphonies. You hear, of course, the influence of the beautiful melodies of Tchaikovsky, and you can also foresee already some of the strong characteristics that Dmitri Shostakovich would later learn from Rachmaninoff. The rhythmic energy, the intensity and the power of sound, especially in the first and the last movement, which are so dramatic. The slow movement, the third movement, is really full of passion. It's beautiful, melodic, and has this typical Rachmaninoff nostalgia, this beautiful sound, very lush sound that so much influenced Hollywood and the great Hollywood film music that came right after Rachmaninoff. So this is a fantastic symphony that is not played very often, but it's really worthwhile to come and get to know this great work of Rachmaninoff, a big, powerful orchestra with wonderful brass parts, wonderful percussion parts, and gorgeous melodies for the strings, for the woodwinds. There's a beautiful violin solo in the third movement, really gorgeous, actually a duet with the solo violoncello, and so many moments of intimacy, but also moments of grandeur and majestic moments. So this is the main piece in the program. The program will also have Villa-lobos Momo Precoce, a piece for solo piano and orchestra. And the soloist for this piece will be Brazilian pianist Jean-Louis Steuermann. I have worked with Jean-Louis Steuermann many times, and we have even recorded Villa-lobos Bachianas Brasileiras No. 3 for solo piano and orchestra. We have done all of the Beethoven concertos. We have done many Mozart concertos, Rachmaninoff. But this is that we're doing the Villa-lobos Momo Precoce, which is a piece also based very much on the tradition of the Brazilian carnival, of the Brazilian rhythms. So it's a piece. The orchestration is very colorful, very exciting, and always puts you in a happy mood to hear this piece, because it's just so interesting, the orchestration, how he uses the solo trombone, the saxophone, and with a variety in the styles, and especially the rhythmic section at the end, where it feels like a samba section with the solo piano. So it's really a very wonderful work, and I'm happy that we can have it on this program for you. The program starts with Stravinsky's Suite No. 1 for chamber orchestra. It's a very short piece, also with wonderful flavors. One of the movements is Napolitana, with the typical Italian tarantella rhythms. and there is also a rhythm movement called the balalaika. And so Stravinsky derives from the folk music his elements and his inspiration for this short opener, the Suite Number 1. I hope you enjoy the concert, and I hope you can come on Tuesday to hear the wonderful Metropolitan Symphony Orchestra and on this great program of music by Stravinsky, Villa-Lobos, and Sergei Rachmaninoff.